Hello everybody, I wanna show you a game where I'm playing against one of the best players, a top 10 player in ranked pick, and this game is going to be very quick. Um, the clear time will be super fast, and how are we going to beat a player who is that fast? Well, let me tell you how I beat such players with speed. Yes, that's right. On this map, you can outpace your opponent by getting periodic towers and boosting them with life alters and cloning them with trickery towers. And the wave when we will strike will be wave 52. It is a bulky wave that has fire armor, which will take 50% damage from Tesla towers, and our opponent will have some Tesla towers. And that is a common occurrence where our opponent will be going for some Tesla towers, and uh, the Tesla towers are not going to perform very well against wave 52. So first of all, let me explain that the way I play this game, I don't worry about leaking creeps, that's perfectly fine. Losing lives is not a problem. My win condition in this particular game is to outpace my opponent. It's not about score, it's not about lives, it's not about money. Everything that I care about is the speed with which I will clear the last 5 waves and the waves of the boss stage. Why do I say that? Because this map is one of the worst maps to fall behind on. If your opponent has a tempo advantage on this map, you are pretty much dead. There is almost no scenario in which you will be significantly slower than your opponent in the late game and win on this map. It's just the nature of the map that your towers will be shooting all the time and there will be creeps everywhere, and it's just not feasible to be significantly slower than your opponent. It's not going to work. It's not um, going to be successful at all. Um, what about the towers I choose here? Corrosion towers are extremely strong. Money towers will be helping to finish some creeps before they leak, as you see. Um, they're helping all the time with delivering finishing blows to creeps. And here I sell everything and I get a periodic. I keep only the alter and the corrosion. The corrosion will increase the damage of the periodic tower by 20%, and the alter will increase the speed and damage of the periodic by 45%, and it will recover lives as well as be stronger. And trickery tower will increase the periodic towers power by 40%. By no, it's actually 30%. It used to be 40%, so it's 30 now, but it is for 20 seconds. It used to be less, I think 15 seconds it used to be. They are changing those numbers from time to time, so that's why I'm confusing numbers sometimes in my head. So it doesn't matter the exact numbers here. The important thing is to add towers that help the main tower that will be dealing huge amounts of damage. That's the periodic tower. And in this situation, I don't spend any money on anything else until I have 15,000 to build a second periodic on the other side. I only made this one cannon tower to trigger the shields on the shielded wave 41, and I'm going to sell this tower. And then I am just doing the same thing that I have here. I'm making here. I will add a corrosion tower now, and then the whale towers that will also help with the attack speed of the periodic towers. That is 30% at level 2, it will be 90% at level 3, and I will have level 3 after wave 50. So as I said, my win condition is to clear wave 52 super fast and then gain enough tempo advantage so that our opponent doesn't survive, and if they do survive, I hope for them to be very low on lives and maybe even struggling to clear wave 55 to such an extent that they don't have enough time to prepare for 56. So it's all about speed. I am adding all the additional supports. Blacksmith tower will increase the periodic tower's damage by 10%. It all adds up in the end, and here I will activate the altars on wave 50 because it's a tanky wave. It's one of the harder waves to clear, and I will be back to 46 lives. So I have enough lives here, I shouldn't be worried. Wave 51 is a wave where I don't activate the altars, I don't activate the trickery towers. I am waiting for wave 52 because it is a very tanky wave and our opponent has some Tesla towers. Now there aren't too many Tesla towers here, but nonetheless there are some, and we are going to kill wave 52 immediately. This is how fast it dies. It's dead, it's already dead. And our opponent is still struggling to clear wave 51, so wave 52 is nowhere near dead. It's not even half HP. This is how far ahead I am at this point, and I am clearing wave 53. Yes, 53 is dead, and my opponent is still struggling with wave 52, and wave 54 is fast. Now you can see we are so far ahead. We are going to spawn wave 55 before our opponent is done with 53. And there is no surviving this. Wave 55 is very strong. It's very difficult to clear wave 55, and 54 being fast, there's just no way. It's over. This is over. This game is over. And what we had was just periodic towers and supports for them. Nothing else. And these two gravity cannons, which I also count as a support tower, because when you target back with it, it helps it makes the creeps bunch up, and then the periodic tower with 200 AoE will kill them super quickly. And then you see wave 55, just there's no way here. There is no way for our opponent to survive, and that's with the overpowered Doom towers that are going to get nerfed in next patch, and that's with Tesla towers that are also going to get nerfed. You can see we are dominating towers that are going to get nerfed. So imagine what the next patch will be in terms of balance. You will just get periodic towers with support for them, and you will be nearly unbeatable. Other than that, what happens next doesn't matter. I've already won the game. The score doesn't matter. We have identified what the win condition is. We have done our homework. We have done exactly what we had planned to do, and it has worked perfectly. I suggest that every player who wants to be successful in a competitive way needs to know that a map like this one is just very specific. On this map specifically, you do not want to fall behind. Not in the late game. You may be able to survive for a long time and get to the late game while being behind, but you cannot win the game in the late game if you are behind. You saw what happened to a top 10 pick player. So imagine what happens if you do this to someone slightly newer to the game. And I am showing you a very easy thing to do. You find any way to play the game where at some point you can sell some towers, get 15,000 gold, and build a periodic tower. That's it. All you need is 15,000 gold, and you are safe. And you need an altar, a life altar, to boost the periodic, and you'll be fine. That's it. And with that said, I am sure now that I have demonstrated something I've been talking about clearing wave 52 super quickly does win you the game against most players. Just that thing alone. And if you insist on making a Tesla build work, you need to go for the essence upgrade and get 2 water level 4 towers in good positions, maybe where this incantation is, maybe where these doom towers are, and you need to make sure you have well level 3, and that's a lot of water damage that's gonna help with wave 52. But keep in mind that the wave after that is 53, and it's going to be darkness, and it will take only 50% from water. So you need some towers that deal light damage, and it's not very neat because look, in my build I have periodic towers that will deal their full damage to everything, right? And it doesn't matter if the wave is fire or darkness or whatever. The periodic towers are keeping a quick pace all the time. It doesn't matter what the type of wave there is. They are dealing very nicely with any type of wave, and that's probably why so many players are falling victim to this particular build, despite it being so easy to do. It's because there is no weakness associated with the periodic towers. There's no weakness. There is no specific wave type where the periodic build is slowing down. There is no specific situation in which the periodic towers will need more time or will struggle with something. There's just nothing that can slow them down even. It's completely safe, it's completely easy to do, and as you can see, even top 10 players are struggling with this, on this map at least. Alright, so thanks for watching, and catch you next time.